Hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's Craftery, and welcome to another episode of Along the Shore. I'm not sure what part this is. It'll be in the description. So today we're going to work on the front and the back covers. So let's take all our pages out so we can work on there. So we've got the back here, and I've been using some out of this paper pack, Mermaid Coast. Got it at Michael's a long time ago, forgot that I had it, found it in my stash, so I decided this was the perfect project to use some of this in. So there was this page, write your secrets in the sand and trust them with a mermaid. Now on the back cover, I wanted to put a cardstock on here to make it tougher because of this little edge that's sticking out. When I wrap the closure around it, I want to give it a little more stability here. So that's why I went with this piece here, because it is a cardstock, and I think, well, it'll be just perfect. So I'm going to use this mermaid tail. I don't know where these stickers came from. I've had them for ages, so but I'm going to use this sticker here, and I'm going to put it right under the S, just like that. It's just to give it a little bit extra. I just thought it looked cute there. Now I've got a little bit of stuff here, and I'm going to put this stuff over here. And I don't really want it to interfere with my tie, so I'm going to try and keep it like in here somewhere. So I'm going to just put some glue down there, because I want to glue these pieces onto there. And I kind of want it free flowing too. So, and these I'm going to have I'm going to try and put a bit of glue right onto these here. Stuff will be glued on top, so that'll kind of help hold it down as well. Okay, let's try that. And I'm going to put that just above this here. Kind of glue it down the best I can. And I'm going to leave these dangle down. I just thought they looked kind of cool. Okay. Now the little seahorse is going to go. I'm kind of going to try and tuck them underneath my threads a little bit somehow. And then my closure is going to go kind of right above him, like right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm going to put it under a book or something to hold this down while I work on other stuff. I want a fair bit of glue on them. Okay, let's kind of make sure those are going to come out. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to set this underneath a book. Okay, that piece is drying. So let's do the front. Now the front is actually going to be very simple. And I'm going to glue this on here. I've inked the edge a little bit. So that's just going to glue on there. So I'm going to glue one end first and make sure that I get it all even and where I want it and whatnot. Okay, let's start with that much. Turn this around so I can... So I'm just going to try and center it in the middle the best I can. Okay, that should be okay. Press that bit down, good. I tried a bunch of different things on the cover and I just couldn't quite get it the way that I wanted it. But then I finally came up with a plan that worked. Let's get glue. Let's go to get the edge nice. Down this other side. Okay, let's get that down. Yeah, I finally went to hubby for some help on what he thought I should use on the front. Okay, now we can glue the rest in one go. Always try my best to get the glue all the way to the edge so it doesn't lift up at all, especially when I'm not going to sew it. I did think about sewing this, but then on the other side I've got that big pocket and stuff, so it would just kind of be fake sewing around the edge. And then I decided no, I wasn't going to just do that. So, okay. Okay, so there's that. Now, I had made this charm. I'd made it a long time ago. It was actually from a bracelet I found in a thrift store. And I was going to use it for the charm, but instead, this fish is caught up. It is going to go, it's going to be part of the closure. So this is going to go here. I'm going to wrap this around. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to do this other end yet. I want it to be, of course, adjustable. But that is just going to go across the front as the closure. So that is going to actually be the front of this folio thing, is this bracelet with this crinkled seam binding that I dyed with the same inks I used on here. So I thought they went together, and it was a nice, it's like that nice sea green, sea blue, sea colors that I thought went good with everything else. So that will somehow get hooked here. Now I might just make a loop, and then you can put the loop around there, and then just leave a long tail that you can untie. Not 100% sure on that. Still, I'll come up with an idea. I might wait until I've done all the tags and all that stuff inside, and then I've got a better idea of how thick it's going to be. But that gives you an idea of what the closure is going to be. So now we have to go back to this section here. Now let me get the piece. Now I hope that seahorse is on there good enough. I'm going to get my little box of goodies because I have some thread in here. I think just kind of a plain thread. Oops. Okay, so I've got these 3 pieces of shells and stuff, so I'm going to put those just kind of around there a little bit, but I'm going to sew those on because they're not going to stay on very well with just glue, or I don't think they're going to. So that is why I want to stitch it on before I glue it on to my project. And now I'm just going to use, I think I'll use double thread on these. And let's find a needle. Excuse my arm in the way. Okay. Now I just got to thread my needle. Oh, there we go. First try. Imagine that. Okay. First try on camera. How fun is that? Okay, now I want to, let's move this off to the side. Need my little tiny piece of foam. Because what I will do is I will punch 2 holes where I want this. Now it's not too important where it goes, really. Okay, so there is that one. Let's start with it first. So I'm going to go up 1 hole. Sorry, you probably can't see a lot right at the moment. Have my end. Okay, now I'm going to go down here. Oh, I need to get that piece out of the way. And now I'm going to go down the other hole. Right there. Kind of wanted that orange sticking up because then I just thought it'd give it a little more color. Okay, let's just tie this in the back. And then of course once this is glued down you won't see it at all. Okay. I'll do 3 knots in it. Okay, there is that one. Let's figure out where we want the next one. I thought one, let's do one over here somewhere. And just put in our 2 spots. Now I can come up in one. Okay, up through my piece of shell. These pieces of shells, I believe, came from, oh, that one's got the end too, perfect. That's going to go right there. So let's just tie that onto that string there. Let's put a couple knots in there. Okay, and now we can do the third one. And let's put it up over here somewhere. And those are just going to hang down like so. Just free flowing, give a little bit of fun happening. Where's, oh. Okay, let's do this one. So much easier when you push a hole in for the sewing. Okay, we got that. And let's go down there, down through the other hole. And get rid of my card, my foamy. Okay, so there is that one. Let's tie this one in. As I say, this will be glued down, so that'll help hold everything in place, keep them tight, stop the knots from coming out, etc. Okay, cut that. Let's put the needle over there. Okay, so it still needs, it's not quite dry, but I think it's dry enough to put on our book. And then again, I'll put something on top to hold that seahorse down really, really good. So here is our back, and that's going to line up. I did this pretty much the size of the cover, because I really wanted this side enforced with that cardstock. So let's go ahead and glue this side down. I got a little volcano happening with my glue. I'm just going to glue down that edge for now, because we want that right on the edge of it all. And it's going to be pretty good. So let's glue this edge down. It's always harder when you got that lumpy stuff on the other side when you're trying to glue down, but okay, this is harder to do, gluing it in sections like this when you're using a cardstock. Paper, of course, it bends so much easier, but we will get it done. Make sure I get the edges nice. Get some underneath there. Okay, let's get this piece glued down. Okay, one more time. Some glue way in there and way in there. And let's get the edges. Hope you're enjoying this journal build. I've enjoyed doing it. I'm getting close to the end. Next will be all the tags and whatnot. Not sure if I'll do all those on camera or only if I do something that's not just a plain ordinary tag that you see all over the place. Okay, now I don't want to rub around where the seahorse is because I don't want to rub him off because he's still not as solid as I would like, but he will be. That's a little off here, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so there is our back. Just gives it a little bit extra fun on there. And now let's slip these pages in. I guess too, the next step will be stitching all of these in. That will actually be my next step. That will be like that. So then we've got our lovely little bracelet closure. Sometimes all these flip the wrong way, but once you get them and you get it tied down, it is good as can be. Let's flip that shell the right way. There we go. Okay, now comes on how to tie this end. Now I'm thinking a loop. So if I put a loop, because then I thought, you know, you can just loop that, and then if you need to, you can untie it and tie it again to make a different loop in a different spot. Let's just something like so, and then can open up the lobster claw, hook that in. Gotta find the hole. Yeah, I might have to do something else that's going to be a little easier. Okay, so something like that. Put all those back down from there. Okay, so that might not be bad. I know you can't see this part, but it doesn't hang down too much when it's hanging there. The back will be like so. Nothing fancy. That will just sit like that. And then this. I'm not going to cut this off until I know that that is for sure how I want to close it. So there is the front and the back. Just very simple cover. And I think it's turning out really good. So next I'm going to sew everything together. And then I'm going to start making the tags, the little journals that I'm going to put in here, etc. I will do some of it on camera and some of it not. It depends on what I'm going to do. Some of the tags are just tags from the kit. So I'm just going to put a topper on them. And that's not very exciting, but I'll show you a few things that I'm going to put into the pockets, and then from there we'll probably do like a final flip through or something. So hope you like the cover. Check out the Facebook group. You can get this digital kit on either Etsy or on Ko-fi. You do save a little bit of money on Ko-fi. So keep that in mind. And there'll be links below, so check those out. And we'll see you soon in another video. Bye.